We are going live. Hey there, coaching you for you. We're just waiting a few minutes for our guests to arrive. Just stand by. As you are aware, we have to come into the studio on time. I hope you're enjoying this music. As we wait for our guests. We just want to give them a few minutes. We have 2 more minutes, and then we're going to get started. Just give us a second, excuse me. Okay, thank you for your patience. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for your patience. I am Annette. I am your host here at Coaching You for You. Thanks for joining us this evening. Our topic tonight is about the new year. The new year and your ability to reinvent yourself if that's what you actually choose to do. Thanks for joining us again. I am your host, Annette, and we are here this evening just to chat a little bit about the new year. And the first thing I want to remind you to do is hydrate. Of course, I like coconut water. And get in where you fit in. Let's have a little bit of discussion about the new year. The new year is here. It's a new year. What are you going to do with it? What do you intend to do with the new year? There are so many things that could happen for you here. You know, this past year has been wrought with death and with disappointment and with disillusion about COVID-19 and people losing jobs and all of the different things that have happened to disappoint people, to hurt people, and to make people sad. And so we're starting a whole new year. And of course, we don't control anything except ourselves. And so although we cannot predict or control the circumstances of life on life's terms, we can control how we deal with it. And how we deal with it makes all the difference in the world. Life is meant to be lived on life's terms. And so let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about how This past year has given us lessons. I think one of the biggest lessons I've had to learn in this new year was simply patience. I'm used to doing what I want to do, how I want to do it, and when I want to do it. And not being able to do that was extremely difficult and disappointing for me, as I'm sure it was for other people. You've lost people. People that you thought would be here forever are gone. And maybe not forever, but at least much longer. And people are not working, they don't have jobs. Folks are suffering. And to those of you who are, I suggest to you, with the whole spirit of peace and God before me, just get back up one more time. Just get back up. Life has a funny way of dealing with us on its own terms, and it's not always comfortable for us. Not for me, you, or anybody else. Social media has the ability to make it appear that people are doing extremely well and doing everything they want and being everywhere they want to be. And I would tell you emphatically and without reservation, that's not true. Everybody goes, through something sometime. Everybody has, a period of time in their life where they wish they could have a do-over. Well, we might not be able to do that over, but what we are getting is a whole new year and a whole new opportunity to do some different things. And so let's just do it. Let's just take it a day at a time. For those of you who have lost family and friends, you have my deepest condolences. I've lost a friend as well to COVID. I also lost a friend to stupidity, but that's another story for another day. The whole idea is for us, to be in tune with where we are and what we're doing and how we get better at what we're doing. And so, in the body of the podcast, I said to you, you can always reinvent yourself. And that begins with your attitude and the way you think about things. Um, your mind, our minds are powerful weapons that will either work for us and be our superpower or work against us and pull us down. Because one thing for certain, your mind will believe everything you tell it. If you tell your mind every day you're going to succeed, the chances of you succeeding are a whole lot better. If you tell your mind every day, I don't think we can do it, I think I'm going to fail, the chances of you failing are great. If you tell yourself every day, I'm in it to win it and I'm going to do this no matter what happens. 2019 was a year of letting go for me, and 2020 was the year where I had to deal with what I let go of. And by dealing with it, I mean that my whole life changed because the direction of my life changed. And it was a very painful time for me. We all go through changes. It was a painful time for me, but I'll tell you this, it's the best thing, the absolute best thing that ever happened to me. Letting go. Letting go and letting God take over and do what He's going to do anyway. I don't have any control over people, places, and things. The only thing I have control over is myself. And I want you to remember that. Going into the new year, the only thing you can control is your attitude and yourself. If you work on trying to control other people, places, and things, you're going to be miserable because you can't, no matter how powerful you are, no matter how much power you think you have. You, me, and nobody else can control anything other than ourselves. And so, as we enter this new year, I'm not going to keep you long. We're preparing for it. It begins tomorrow with the countdown. I'll be with my family and friends, and I'm sure you'll be with yours in some way, form, or fashion, whether it's virtually or in person. If you're in person, I hope that you'll be safe. But this year is a new opportunity to do it your way and to be happy about it. Now, Doing the same thing over and expecting different results won't work at all. Try something different. If you've been failing on your job, take a second look and try to do something different. If you've been failing at your business, redesign it. Reinvent that business and make it work for you. And one of the things I say about businesses, I have one. Actually, I have two with a partner. I have a second one. But one of the things I say often about businesses is price yourself according to what you are actually capable of providing. One of the biggest mistakes we can make is thinking that we can sell water and convince people that it is liquid gold. You can't. You can't charge liquid gold money for water. So price yourself according to the standards that you set in your business. Do something different if your business has been failing. That business may not be the business for you. I've looked around and I've made the very same mistakes myself. I thought I could sew. I cannot sew. I have images in my mind of what I want to draw and create, but I am incapable of sewing. Sewing on a button is difficult for me, and it's always been that way. And home economics teacher worked with me, my mother worked with me, my grandmother worked with me. It just didn't work. I can't sew. And I had to accept that. So accept your lane. That's another thing. If you want to build houses, but you really don't have the skill to do it, you have the desire to do it, and that's good. Don't give up on your dreams, but perhaps you might want to design and let somebody else build that house if you're incapable of building. You gotta know where you are in the things that you're trying to do. So for the new year, in reinventing yourself, know what your real skills are. A lot of people talk about things that they want to do. A lot of people talk about changes they want to make, but do they actually have the skills to make those changes and do those things? Every morning when I get up, I ask myself, how much better are we going to be at it today? And I always tell myself 100% better. I'm going to be 100% better today than I was yesterday. That's always my goal in business, with family, in relationships, in cooking, in everything I do and the things I love to do. I want to improve on them. If you want to manage budgets, you have to get some skill managing budgets. Being an auditor doesn't make you capable of managing a budget. If you've never managed a budget, auditing a budget is not the same thing. If you've never built a house, the desire to build a house is not the same thing. Know your limitations, know your skill, and move forward full speed ahead. If you don't have the skill, go at least go get it. You want to build houses? Go learn how to build houses. Don't talk about it, be about it. See, a good speech is one thing, the ability to do something is another. And I want you to stay in touch with that this year. That's my goal for me. And so I'm sharing my goals with you. Stay in touch with what it is you want to do. I am grateful for this year. It's been extremely difficult. I've suffered some hardships personally, professionally, and, in my life. But I'm still all right. I'm still standing. Listen, this is my landing statement for you for 2021. If you want to clear muddy waters, leave them alone. Leave the water alone when it's muddy. I promise you, the dirt will sink to the bottom. And unless the water is absolutely polluted, which is sometimes the case, it'll clear itself. Your character is who you are. Your reputation is what others think of you. It's what you do in business. It's what you do at work. It's what you do. When people remember this, leave muddy waters alone, it'll clear itself. When people speak ill of you in your business, leave it alone. Just keep doing what you do well. The proof is in the pudding. See, the pudding might look good, but if it tastes good, that's it. If you're getting the job done, that's it. People have a difficult time with people that they don't understand or they can't control. And I've already told you we can't control other people. This new year, I wish for you, and it's new year, not new years. You might mean multiple years, but it's new year. In this new year, I wish for each of you health, wealth, and prosperity. And wealth is not always money, it's health, it's good friends, it's having a place, good, honest, fair friends, it's having a place to lay your head, it's having a place to call home, is caring about other people and other people caring about you. Go ahead and reinvent yourself and be the best person you can be. If you were a liar in 2020, stop lying. If you were a cheater in 2020, stop cheating. If you were two faced in 2020, stop being two faced. Get centered and bring that full face on. Be your full, authentic self. You can always reinvent yourself to improve in every area of your life. You're always going to have that opportunity. But the new year, because 2020 traumatized all of us, the new year, 2021, offers an opportunity for us to do better and to get better at the things we love and the things we do. And so I wish for you that opportunity, that you will believe in yourself and the opportunity to reinvent yourself, that you will believe in yourself. If you've had horrible relationships, whether they're personal or business, you can always do something different. The only thing I would tell you is don't settle. Go get what you want and be the person in business. We talked about this before, in relationships and with your family, that you want to come to the table. The same thing you want at the table, bring to the table. Be well, enjoy yourself. I just got a text about 15 minutes ago that my guests were held up. And I appreciate and respect that. That happens sometimes. So you have to be prepared to just keep it moving. This is a new year. You have an opportunity to reinvent yourself. And in reinventing yourself is not to put on a bigger mask, it is to reveal who you really are, to grow and go and be the best you that you can be. I am looking forward to some changes in my very own life, and I'm looking for big things. And so I'm looking for them, I'm planning for them, and I know that I can have them, and I'm going after them. So I wish you well. Thank you for joining Coaching You for You. We are a small consulting firm. And remember, everything we do, everything we produce is about you for you. Go get what belongs to you in 2021, no matter what's going on. If the pandemic is still real, you have a table you can sit at and a laptop you can work on. Your smartphone is a laptop. Do something different, build something. I don't care if you've been incarcerated. If your heart is right and your mind is right, you can work. Build your own business. If it starts with, $50 and raking leaves and shoveling snow and cleaning up property, do that. You know, do something different. Hey, for every city, everywhere, put the guns down and pick up your brains because you got some. I know that where I live, Trenton's got talent. I believe in Trenton just as much as every other suburb might believe in its people and its opportunity. I believe in Trenton. And so, hey, let's do it. Go get what's yours. Bring the new year in for you work with you, for you. Get in where you fit in, but get in with you first. Remember, whatever we do, wherever we go, however we plan, it is first you for you. And as I speak to you about that, I'm clutching my pearls. I wish you the best. Happy New Year. God bless you and your family. Go be great. It's in you. Good night. See us on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, and share button. We need you. Thank you. Have a good night.